It's your favorite village girl, Dr. Dakalo Ndouvhada, and this is the Doctor's Corner podcast. And today with me, I have Dr. Mulalo Demana, and she's a Mrs. to Mr. Mudau. Dr. Mulalo, Mrs. Mudau, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm also very excited to have you. Many conversations have been had before, but I just want you to introduce yourself. What do you do, girl? You're a doctor. What kind of a doctor are you? What are you busy with?
Oh, okay. So I'm Dr. Mulalo Demana. Like you mentioned, I am a medical doctor by profession. I'm a wife by marriage.
Yes.
So I am transitioning to Mrs. Mudau.
Oh,
I'm in the
okay.
process of that. I work as a GP full-time in private. ED also as a GP.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I also have a huge interest in aesthetics.
Okay.
Skin. There's just something about giving someone confidence through making them look better or look good.
Yes.
Yeah, so I have a huge passion in that. And then I'm also an entrepreneur. As you can see, we're wearing my brand, Bella Scrubs. I love business. I love everything business. So that just came naturally for me. And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
I'm also excited for you
ready
to be
keep it
here.
real. So yeah, let's dive in.
Well, I didn't know that you're into business.
Okay.
Because I need some business lessons, girl. Like, I feel like I was just thrown into this world. I only knew how to do medicine, and that's the only language I understood.
True.
Right? So when it comes to business, I would say I'm a baby. And I'm willing to absorb anything that has to do with business. And what we're wearing right now is gorgeous. It's comfortable. To be a woman in medicine, most clothes are made for men.
True.
The scrubs are meant for men. You would see with the shape of the scrubs, how they fit on us, especially curvy women.
Sure.
Oh, I struggle to get like scrubs that can cover everything. That makes me feel comfortable while it's working at work. And confidence is very important when you're working. When you're picking up things, carrying people, moving people around. And what I'm wearing right now, I would like to just tell you that I feel very, very confident. It covers the right places.
Guys.
The waist is fitting.
Guys.
I'm like, it fits so well.
Love that.
So,
love that. Thank you so much.
Yes. So when did you start with the business, my sister? How did you know? Because you're a doctor. How did you know that you can do business too? And as a woman in medicine, who empowered you to do business and be a doctor too? And can medicine be a business?
Definitely, it can. But I'll start at how this all came about.
Yes.
So I've always been a person who loves making money on the side. Ever since high school, all through to varsity. I remember in varsity, I was never broke. Because whenever I didn't have money, I'd go do someone's hair. Or like
that's amazing.
I loved having a side hustle.
Oh, okay.
To say the least. So before I started this, I think I was selling perfumes at some point because I just always wanted to have something to do. Even though you're earning a paycheck and something like that, I wanted to exercise that muscle. But how this came about was I approached a tailor, I searched for material. I was like, can you make this for me? And they did. And I loved it. So I started wearing it to school. I mean, to work. And then people were like, this is good. Where did you get it? I'm like, me. So that's how I started selling scrubs. Literally, people would give me money, I'd make it for them, and then it sort of just grew from there. So I've been running the business now for 2 years. It's my little baby Bella. Love her so much. She's doing well, honestly. I've never had to cough up any money
to maintain her.
She sustains herself, which is good. And I think in medicine as well, post-com-serve, you're sort of forced
to be a business person.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, can I sell my skills? How am I selling them? So
exactly.
I'm just here like, I can actually sell them. Oh, okay. I can, every day. Yeah. That's me realizing that, my skill is actually something I can monetize.
Exactly. So post-comserve, you're sort of forced to also look into the monetary side of medicine. Personally, I didn't think I'd have to jump into a GP practice so quickly post-comserve, but it was inevitable. It's something I wanted to do. And sort of the opportunity came up and I was like, let me actually do it. Because, there's this post-comserve unemployment.
Yes.
You can't wait on government to give you anything. You sort of have to make it work.
Yes.
And I think that's what I'm learning about medicine as we go, is that you need to adapt.
Yes.
You need to adapt very quickly. It's no longer traditional wherein you go to varsity, you graduate, you do internship, comserve, and you have a job waiting for you in public.
We're no longer served on a silver platter.
It's not like that. So I think it's very important to exercise your entrepreneurship muscle and not be afraid to do or sell anything, no matter what it is, because it's something good to have. Yeah.
So then it means that for you, because for me, it's always like, okay, I need to sell this. So for you then it was easier because already you are familiar with the business side of things, right?
I mean, you can say that, but every business is new.
Every
business is new. The market is different. You need to learn as you go. I wouldn't say I'm a pro in it, to be honest, but I learn on the job. With business, you learn on the job. You look around, see what people are doing, and you sort of get into it. I think it also helps if you have mentorship in that specific field that you're jumping into. Specifically in medicine and GP practice, I was very hesitant on starting by myself, which is why I partnered with someone else. Yes, who is in that sphere to sort of guide me. Because boy, oh boy, there are going to be so many things that pop up that you never thought of. And the guidance, it's needed. It's needed.
And you touched on something, mentorship. I think for me, from like, so how I ended up being a doctor, it's because I need to do something different from my friends.
Okay.
I need to make money. I need to make sure that my family is sorted, right? There wasn't the people in my community who were doctors. It was all men. I remember me and my friend used to dream of that, one day we're going to have a car with xenon lights, right? And we're going to drive so fast. There's like one tar road where I come from and it's like very long. So I was like, we're going to drive very fast coming home and like people are going to know that's Dakalo's car, that's Mranga's car, you know? That's the dream we had. And we said we have the men's dream, right? So for someone who never had mentorship, how important is mentorship to you?
Sure. I think I didn't have like a direct mentor where it's somebody who's labeled to say, you are my mentor and I'm the mentee.
Yes.
But it's important because I'm here because I looked up to someone.
Yes.
There was a role model. There was, he's still there, but
yes.
He was a doctor, and I just loved how he told his stories. He would always talk about work. He'd come back and he'd have all these funny stories about, the colleagues, the patients, everything. And I was intrigued to be like, okay, what's going on here? So that sparked an interest. And then I decided to go to the local hospital at the time of Chirizini.
Yes.
Right? And I saw medicine for what it is. You know, when you're in casualty in Chirizini and like, it's busy. Yes. And what was fun was that it's like a controlled chaos.
Yes.
Like there's chaos, but the doctors are calm.
Yes.
And I fell in love with it even more. Had he not inspired me, or had he not lived, or had he not told his stories the way he did, I probably wouldn't have even thought about it or sparked an interest. Because at that moment, I was like, okay, let me check this out. Furthered on my investigations, and here we are. So mentorship is important.
It's important.
Honestly. And I'm actually proud that even though you didn't have like a direct mentor, there was someone in the vicinity, or there was something that you looked at and you're like, okay, I want that.
Yes.
Which I think it's also so unfortunate for people who are like still in very rural communities where they don't have that thing where they could just be like, okay, there's more to this.
Yes. And also possibility.
True.
When you see that a village girl like me is on such a platform.
Right.
A village girl like me is working as a doctor.
Girl.
Even any other girl can see themselves, well, oh, if I pass very well, I can do this. I can be in those rooms, right? So representation is very important.
True.
And when you come from a place where you don't see people like you, it's quite difficult, right? For some of us, it was just God, to be honest, because only men were there, right? And then another thing is that because we are women in medicine, that's who we are, right? Your mentorship or your motivation to be where you are today was a man, right? So when you got from medical school, and now that you're working, did you find women in the community, in medicine that you could relate to, or is it still the same situation? I just want to know if you can relate to the women in medicine, and how is that as you are a woman in medicine?
Girl, just us sitting here.
It's
giving girl power.
Yes.
It's giving girl power. But you are right. Back then, it was a male-dominant career path, and you were sort of also taught by mostly males and stuff like that. But honestly, like, the years are evolving. Women are taking up space. There are rotations or departments that are still very much male dominant, such as orthopedics. I mean, if you're in orthopedics, son, you need to be a bone of a woman.
You need to
toughen up. You can't show your vulnerability there, because you must be strong. You're in the men's space.
Yes.
And I think the impact that has had on females now that are taking up space, they feel like they need to be tough. They can't be vulnerable. You can't be soft and all that. But I think personally, I'm happy with where women are, and I'm happy with where we're going.
Yeah.
It's getting more and more dominated, and I'm glad that I'm part of that. In what I'm interested in, which is aesthetics, it's mostly females. It's mostly females. So, I'm comfortable.
You are happy with the women that you can see in medicine.
And I mean, we love our men.
Yes.
But you've had it for a long time. It's time for us to take over.
And then, like, when we all start from medical school, and then you go to internship and you do community service. What was a structure of community? For me, I'd say that my friends carried me.
Sure.
My dad carried me. Sure. Right. My mom, we used to check it every day, right? That was my community, mostly my friends. During the dark times when I can't even call home and say, oh, food is finished. My friends said, oh, no, I have bread you can share, right? I always say that I thank God that I didn't accept the opportunity to go to those other big universities. God said, my sister, when you need to go to this Black university because community is very important, right? So I also could see myself through other people that I was with. So how did community look like for you when you were still in varsity and also through training?
So it wasn't so much different to yours. What's different is that I wanted to move as far as possible from home. I really wanted to, and not because there's anything wrong with my mom or anything, like, no. I just wanted freedom. When you, after high school, you're just like, nah, I'm an adult, I want my space. So I wanted to go to the furthest university that was there. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I didn't go to the furthest one. And even in those first few years, I didn't even want to go home, guys. I felt like Nimdala.
Nimdala Ngoku, guys, I can do this on my own. You don't need me.
Exactly. It started to sink in second year.
Yes.
Second year, it got tough. It got really, really tough for me academically. Honestly, if it wasn't for God and the community I built in church, the friends I had who motivated me in that, in that era. And also it is that at that moment where I started wanting to go home. I started missing my mom's meals.
Yes.
You know, so I sort of then started to get in touch with everyone. But I was still far from home, you know. You can't really go home whenever you want to. There's a funeral, there's a wedding, you can't go home.
Oh, yeah.
So digitally would connect with everyone. It was just at that point where I started realizing that having people was really, really important instead of trying to isolate myself.
Yes.
So yes, my friends, my family, my then boyfriend, now husband. Kudos to him. Kudos to him, because he made things easier for me as well.
So he was part of your support system.
Yes. And you need support, because I feel like medicine swallows you in, which is why you cannot look at it as you can't look at it as your life. You are not a doctor. You are a doctor, but you're not a doctor.
Profession.
It's not exactly. It's a career.
Yes.
At 4:00, knock off.
Yes, and go home.
Go home.
Don't think
and
about
have a
those
life.
patients.
Exactly. It's tough to do that sometimes when you're in private, which is why you need to set boundaries. But medicine is a career. It's not who you are. You are something
You're just
else.
working.
You're just working.
Yeah.
You're just working. And, you know, you shouldn't mix the two in a sense. Well, you can, but yeah.
But
separate.
you have boundaries.
Yes.
So what if someone was to ask you right now, you have a family, you started your new family, right? And you are now working in private, where patients have access to you like over the phone. They feel entitled that I can call Dr. Mulalo and she will answer right now. I'm having a headache. Answer my call, doctor. And also you are working on a client. A patient means that you're going to eat at the end of the day, right? How do you set those boundaries? If I'm coming now, I'm fresh, like, I don't know what to do. What advice would you give me in terms of setting boundaries while it's working in private?
I think if you don't, sometimes you need to schedule. You need to schedule it. You need to schedule me time. You need to schedule times with your family, or, you know, a vacation, a lunch date. You need to schedule it, because if you don't have that time where you sit to yourself, where you switch off your phone, burnout will schedule itself. It will schedule itself into your life. Do you get what I mean? Where you always feel like you're always working 24/7. Unfortunately, most times you can't avoid it. You really, really can't avoid it. But sometimes you need to learn to say no. And no is a full sentence.
Yes.
No, it's a full sentence. I don't need to explain.
Yes.
Yeah, this is my time.
So that is something that I have to learn. Because I'm the but I'm just helping kind of girl. Like I'm just it's Mulalo, let me just answer, you know?
True.
And that takes away from my moments of I need to pause. Right? Now I'm thinking, hey, Mulalo is not okay. I need to see her tomorrow. Okay, the other lady, I need to do this. I need to do that. So it becomes very difficult to switch off, especially if those people keep calling me.
True.
Right? Someone told me that I need to separate my personal number and my work number, which is something I'm still working on.
Yeah.
Right? Because we've had multiple conversations.
Sure.
Multiple.
Sure.
Some of them we can speak about them now.
No.
I know that you're a woman of faith. We've spoken about it's only God. It's only like, how is it being a doctor? There's certain things, for example, like doing TOPs and other moral things that you can't do as a Christian, but you are obliged to do as a doctor, right? How is it being a child of God in this profession, my dear?
Girl, it's an advantage. It's an added advantage to have Christ by your side. Honestly, when I go to work every morning, the first thing that I do before I even call a friend, because I work pretty fast, so I take like long drives. The first thing I do before I even call anyone is I'm going to blast my music, and then, you know, I'm just going to have my time with God, you know, because I mean, at home I'll start praying, but that's with my husband, you know, but now I'm in the car. you and I, God.
Yes.
It's you and I. And I'm preparing God. He's preparing me. Be like, today is the day we're doing this. I need you with each and every single patient that I'm going to meet. Lord, I need you there. Because some things I'm not going to understand, but you understand.
So just, you know the person better.
Do you understand? And sometimes you treat patients where you can see la. This is above me. And having God on your side, you're able to be like, okay, God, I need your help. Enlighten me. What should I do? Where should I go? It's an added advantage, honestly. I feel like I use him a lot in my in my career. Yes, in my day-to-day. So I mean, when you are at work, there are certain things that you are required to do. But I haven't done things that I felt like were contradicting my faith.
Yes.
Do you get what I mean? Personally, I don't do TOPs. I mean, unfortunately, if a person wants one or they need one, I refer them to someone else who I know could assist them. But personally, I don't want to do that myself, right? But Christ is everything. Like we need God.
Foundation.
You need him, honestly. I mean, certain people, I'm not going to enforce my religion on a patient or my beliefs on a patient. You can't do that, right? But personally, for me, Sana, I walk with Christ.
DT, Holy Spirit, now you're daddy. Ngegama sisi DT every day.
The Zulu people are gonna come for you.
Well, you can hear Benda. And so for me, right? I think we've had this conversation before. Yeah. I think the first day I met you, I kept speaking about faith, Holy Spirit. I even ask you, where am I speaking about this? I always say that God, in the Bible, I forgot which scripture it is. It says that God, I don't know who it was, but there were people chosen for certain skills. Right? And those people were ordained to do that. And it says that those people were very highly skilled, right? So when you come, when you studied American big universities, when you studied wherever, you when you come in and they say, I studied where. Everyone starts shaking. Hey.
What's going on?
If you don't have the Holy Spirit, if you don't invite God, right? Even the skills, the knowledge that you think you have, it can fly out in certain situations. So how I approach it, I always say that, God, I'm your vessel. I'm not here to do my own thing and what I know, because I know my knowledge is limited.
Love that.
I want wisdom. I want you to guide me. Wherever you see I'm fumbling, Holy Spirit, I know you, I trust you. And I'll listen to you, because I feel like the Holy Spirit speaks through your gut. It speaks from the smallest things. For example, if you lose your phone right now, if it's really lost, you will feel it. If it's just misplaced, you won't be worried. You look for it there and there, you look for it. That's how I think the Holy Spirit is. When I see a patient and I have UBGBs, I know there's a problem. I can't explain this in a way that someone can understand. But I know when you walk in, right? And I can read characters, or when I need to speak to you in this way. When I need to speak to you in this way, right? Because of discernment. And because of wisdom.
Sounds like anointing as well.
Yes. And I just say, God, some of the things in medical school, and like I just studied to pass, right? But there's things that that I need to know, right? I might not know them by name, but guide me. If a patient can react to something and she's not aware, I'm not aware, God, let it not happen. You know my abilities, you know my skills. If a person is supposed to die, not on my watch, let me. And also, it's not just, I think when I started working in private, I realized that the family would want to be in the room. In public, you're able to say, no, okay, can you? Even in private, you can. But they feel that they need to be there. I always pray that, God, whoever is here, let them receive me. I must have favor with
you
and favor with
men.
That's what I pray for all the time. I don't want to walk alone. because these are blind. When I don't know what's there. I don't know whoever is waiting for me outside. So, but God knows, and God can prepare me emotionally and physically.
Sure.
That's how I work.
Sure. I love that. I love that. And I think also you touched on something there about death, right? How do you think, or how have you dealt with death in the workplace?
How have I dealt with death in the workplace?
Let's say there's a patient, you might be, the doctor treating or the doctor who worked with the patient, and, the patient is gone, and people are very emotional about it. How do you deal with death in the workplace?
Death in the workplace. I don't think I have I'm able to. You see, in internship, when you're doing internal medicine, people die every day.
Sure.
And you have unsuccessful resources all the time. So I think that period of being internal medicine made me detached from death.
Sure.
That I even personally, I have a grandmother that's 99. I've been saying to her since I started medical school. So back then she was like 90 something or whatever, right? I kept saying, my sister, even if you don't come, when I come back, you're not here. What's up, my house? That's how simple death is to me.
Can't be serious.
I'm telling you, like I don't think there's only one person that if she dies, I'll be shaken. If you see I've disappeared, just know that happened. I don't even want to talk about it. But everyone else, I recently just lost my grandfather and lost my granny. My grandmother was very ill. And I could see the family is trying everything.
Sure.
And I'm the only doctor in the family. I got to see that, hey, Karimo, I'm giving my doctor personality. And I told myself that I'm dealing with my dad who's losing his mom. His mom is very sick. I'm dealing with my aunts that their mother is very sick. And she went from 100 to like 0, right?
Sure.
So with that being said, I see my grandmother every time I see her. I pray and I say, God, let her not suffer anymore. Because I know there isn't any way out of the situation that she's facing. I said, I'm not going to say anything to my family, but I will pray that you take care of my grandmother. Because these people, the longer we keep her here, the longer she keeps suffering. They have to do more work when she dies.
Sure.
I said, God, protect their hearts. If they need to mourn her while she's still here and accept that she's sick, let it happen. And it did.
Sure.
And they all came back a week before. I mean, they came back this weekend.
Yeah.
They went back on Sunday. Sunday early hour, they got home here in Joburg around like in the morning of Monday.
Yeah.
My aunt called back them and said,
it
has happened.
Yeah.
I walked in that Sunday and I told my cousin, I said, it sounded like it's just another ducky talk. But I had a prayer and I had a dream and I said, God, if it's time, let it be done. When I got there, everyone is laughing. Everyone is laughing. And I just said,
it was time.
And I was like, that's how the relationship with death is. I think I normalized it at work. And I've accepted that people get to a point where we can't go beyond that. It's in God's hand for them to go beyond that. And beyond that is where we don't have control.
Sure.
Right? And we can't keep people forever, unfortunately. But there's people who need to be given a chance. I'm not saying because I've normalized death. When you're sick, I just say bye.
Yeah.
I know that I say, God, this is your part. I'll do the part that I need to do to save them. I get you gave me this assignment to help the people.
Yes.
If I can help to this extent, I will. Even if the patient doesn't get the benefit, what the family wants, as long as you said I should help until this point, that's where I'm going.
And I think that's very important to keep in mind, because sometimes you sometimes knock off with your patients. You go with them, you mourn with them, and all of that. So always telling yourself and reminding yourself that, listen, this is the furthest I could go with what I'd been given, and everything after here it's afterlife. I cannot do anything. I think,
Yeah, no. Being a child of God is a blessing.
It is.
Having the Holy Spirit, you have more peace. Peace that surpasses all understanding. When people are dying left, right, and center, when there's chaos at work, when people are not nice to you, you know? So having peace, you just know, God, even during this, I know you'll take me out of it.
You make a plan.
Yeah, you'll make a plan. You'll never leave me, you know.
I'll be fine.
Yes, I'll be okay. So for a young lady that's out there wanting to do medicine, what advice would you give them at different levels? Okay. Level 1, high school.
Okay.
Level 2, medical school and working.
Okay.
So look at the Mulalo in high school.
Mulalo in high school. Funny story is that I think grade 9, grade 10, all the years before that, Sana, I was not serious about school. I could care less. I went because you have to go.
Yes.
And I performed because you have to perform.
Yes.
And I wasn't even getting those marks that you'd think will get you into medical school. No. So I was probably like position 30 something, if not 40. Yes. Oh my God. I was that person. And then, like I told you, I then got motivated. And then I was like, okay, I need to fix my life.
Yes, because I need to be serious.
I saw something there, Chidizini, and I want to be a part. I want to be part of it, you know. So what happened was I started studying. I started studying like crazy. And the problem is when you start studying and you were previously not, you were studying but you were not putting in that much effort. You don't get the results you want immediately. So it was very disheartening at first, you know. But I kept at it. I started, associating myself with
the people that are getting what you want.
Exactly.
Being in the room.
I started associating myself with them, and the reaction was not the way I expected. You know, some people would just be like, how? You're struggling castle for X. Just, but not a lot of people were receptive, but I forced it. I pushed it. Do you understand? I studied so hard, guys. You cannot even imagine. And when I realized, okay, but it's not working out the way it should, I went to pray. I promise you, I started fasting. I started fasting for my studies because I was like, God, I want this. Yes, I really, really want this. And I need you to help me. And after that, that's when, things started picking up. And I started getting the marks I had to get. I wasn't the typical girl who you'd say she's smart, she's destined for this. No, I had to put my bum onto a chair. And I had to, work hard and faith it. So I think to a young person, whatever career choice you want to get, you want to get to, Sana, you need to work hard. You need to work hard. You need to put in the hours. You need to put in the work. Not everything comes easy to everyone. And if you feel like, yes, you're not performing well right now, you still have time.
Yeah.
You still have time. Exactly. Figure out what you're passionate about and work towards it. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. You can do it. It doesn't necessarily have to be medicine. It doesn't necessarily have to be whatever it is people are doing at that age now. But just put in the hours. Focus and believe in God, or believe in I recommend God, but believe in whatever it is you want to believe in. But I highly recommend
Utiko, guys.
Yeah. And then in university, like I said earlier, medicine swallows you.
Yes.
Medicine, it swallows you.
6 years is a long time.
6 years is a long time. And Sana, it's not always 6.
You add 10?
It's not always 6, it's not always 5. It can get added to that. And I think, you come from university and you're performing very well, and you get into your first test in university, you find out how Kitola 30 exists. And you even get to a point where you're like, Father, I just need 51.
Yeah,
I just need 51. What I'm trying to say is that do not make that your entire life. You can't. Medicine is a career.
Yes.
Whatever you're doing, it's a career. Don't let it swallow you. You are a person outside of that.
Yes.
Find hobbies. Find something that you can invest your mind and your spirit into, that you feel like, okay, this will keep me calm. It'll give me joy. When I'm being stressed out by this, I can go to this. Because unfortunately, if you make schoolwork your entire life or this career your entire life, unfortunately, some people don't even get to graduate. And then now...
And other people quit.
You know, God forbid it wasn't meant for you. You just had to be in that university for a certain period of time. Now, when you've lost this thing that you've made your life all about, you crumble.
Yourself, yes.
You know, people fall into depressions. They get suicidal ideations and all these things. So school, yes, it's a part of you, but there's something way more besides that. So find something to do. You know, associate yourself with people.
Play some sports.
Go
to the gym. Like, distress there. Go chill with your friends. Talk.
Get a hobby.
Yes, get a hobby.
Get a hobby.
And get a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever. You know.
Jolang, I highly recommend. Yes. And I think talking about that, that really, really helped me distress, because my boyfriend at the time, Sana, he made me explore
other things.
Flight and I was like, oh, okay.
We can fly high, girl.
So I can leave school and go live like this. You know, and I had fun. It was a way of me distressing at the time. Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
And it was fun. So one, in varsity, work hard. It's going to require you to work hard. But that's not where your life ends. There's way more to it.
Yes.
And then to a person who's graduated and they're now in medicine, I would say that adapt. Medicine is changing. It's no longer traditional. You need to you need to do things that you never thought you'd have to do
yes.
Right? Currently now we're facing a huge unemployment crisis.
Yes.
I mean, doctors are striking.
Imagine.
They're striking. They're doing a sit-in strike in where's this? KZN now.
Yes.
And because they haven't been offered posts and stuff like that. And a lot of people now are having to work in private, of which I think when you're doing your training, the first 3 years of, you know, internship and ComServe, they don't train you to work in private.
You
get what I mean?
To work in the hospital.
Exactly. It would be nice if they incorporated a young 3 months where you go into a GP, because little things like the drugs.
Yes.
Sana, the names are different. You need to relearn everything.
The private sector is given a different medicine. The other day I had the people that sell medication for obesity, right?
Okay.
And they were like, oh, which insulins do you know? I said Actrapid, Protofen, Actrafen. They're like, oh,
shit my
Dad, you coming from government now?
Sure.
Yeah, so I was just like, oh,
sure.
That's all I know, ma'am. Teach me.
Exactly.
You know?
And then now you need to learn all these new things, of which when you are still, you know, training, you're not prepared for private. And now you're sort of forced to go into it.
Yes.
So to that ComServe that's currently completing their community service, you know, you could get lucky and get a post in government, but God forbid you don't get it as soon as you think you would. Make connections.
Say it there.
Make connections with people in private. Make connections. Get all the courses that you need to get to keep you afloat. That's 1.1.
Yes.
Right? Your ACLS, BLS, Pulse, ITLS or
other
ATLS.
special ones.
Other special ones. Whatever you need to do, just get those basic courses. And 3, save. Save your coins. I know it's very tempting to, you know, because you're earning, you know,
a lot of money.
Fresh.
Like our fathers are earning what you're earning.
right? And they had to work many years
a whole household.
Exactly. You're earning something fresh, save it. Save as much as you can. I think also that's another principle that I sort of taught myself early. I learned it from this book. What is it called? Something Babylon, The Richest Man in Babylon. And they talked about the principle of paying yourself first.
Okay.
Right? So when you earn your salary, yes, you'll do your tithe and you'll pay your car, whatever it is you need to pay, but pay yourself. Right? You need to reward yourself. This is outside of your groceries and all these kinds of things. Pay yourself. Put a 10% on the side, right? And just forget about it. Don't allocate it to anything. It's for you, right? So if you keep that 10%, Sana, post-concept is going to come in handy. It's going to come in handy because one, it's an uncertain period in time. It's very, very uncertain. You don't know what's going to happen. And when you start a business or when you start anything, you need
capital.
You need capital and you need a safety net.
Yes.
Right? So I'd really, really advise that one, build those connections in private. Two, save those coins.
Save the money, like from internship, to be honest.
You have to.
I once saw this other guy. There's one of the guys who are male doctors, and he speaks a lot on TikTok and other platforms.
Okay.
He said, at the end of your internship, if you haven't saved 100,000, just know you failed. I said, I failed. So, like, take those advices serious because if you've saved R1 million, at the end of the day, the R1 million is still yours.
It's still yours.
No one is going to take it.
No,
unless if you've put it in somewhere that you're not supposed to. So save the money. It's not a joke. Save the money. Like, I think a lot of people go into depression not because they are not working, because they can't maintain their life.
Exactly. The life they've created.
Yes.
True, true.
We spoke about a lot of things, girl. Like, I think this is an episode that needs part 2.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Follow up.
We need to follow up. Yes, we need follow up. We need to have more and just dissect the business world. How do you, I think because now we just started being GPs that we can come back and tell the people, okay, what do you need, like one by one?
Yes.
What do you need? What are the things that you need? Financially, how do you need to prepare for that? Legally, what you need.
Yeah.
What does the HPCC say about you starting a practice? What can you do and what can you not do?
Sure.
Because I think those are the struggles that I have that I'm saying, okay, I'm learning on the job. I ask my colleagues. I'm always annoying them. Can I do this?
Sure.
How do I charge this? What's a reasonable amount?
Billing.
Because I'm used to doing it for free.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you need this. Next.
True.
So,
and that's information that's not easily accessible.
Yes. And people are not willing to sit down and say. And some of the people just don't know.
True.
So relationships are also important. We'll come back and discuss more about business. We will discuss more about GP work, the financial part of the GP work. How can you monetize it? And next time when you come here, Mulalo will have a practice.
Okay.
An aesthetic practice.
Girl, speak it into existence.
All right. The girls will be confident. The girls will be losing weight.
Do you understand?
The girls will be looking good. Botox, no wrinkles. What?
And black people, what's nice is that like their skin is naturally tough.
You know? So, yes. So we are about to conclude. And Dr. Mulalo, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And thank you for sponsoring today's outfits. Bella, do your thing. Do your thing and go buy it. I'm going to show you how it looks. So, first, as you can see, the color is good.
And it doesn't come out, Shem. I kid you not. In 2 years' time, it'll still be red.
She said it herself.
Yeah.
You can see it's very woman. Like, you can see the shape is there. I'm a girl. It's not a men's shirt that's big and straight box and whatever. Can you see? And as you can see at the back, the important things are covered. You are what? Comfortable. Well, at least you are working. All right. Number 2, the waist. You see? It's sitting well. It's sitting well. It's sitting well at the back. You can't see your butt crack. Can you see? It's sitting so well. I didn't tie it. I didn't tie it. It's just meant for women, whether you have a big waist, whether you have a small waist, this is the brand for you.
Oh, girl. Ambassador, what do you mean?
Oh. Did you hear that? All right. So with that being said, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for the good.
I really had fun.
I also had fun. I think. Yes. Next episode. And also, thank you for coming, Mrs. Mutawu. Thank you for coming, and I really appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And I think people will have more questions.
They will.
Where can the people come consult? Okay. Where can the people get Bella?
Okay.
Yeah, so just tell the people where they can find you, where they can find Bella. If you have a phone number for Bella, tell them. Email, whatever, the website, whatever. Tell them where they can get you.
So Bella, you find us on Instagram and TikTok. It's Bella_scrub_SA, both on TikTok and Instagram. And then me, I practice in Brits under my med, Occupational Health Services. So you can just Google www.mymed.co.za. You'll also find other branches there. And I'm also on Instagram and TikTok under Dr Mulalo Demana. I also offer virtual services. So you'll also find my details on my social media pages.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Mulalo, for coming. Mm-hmm. And thank you, everyone that joined us and watched this video. If you have any questions, if you have any contents, any encouragement, you can put it in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
Like, subscribe, share with your family and your friends. If you have a guest that you would want to have on our platform, you can suggest in the comment section. And thank you. And it's still your girl, your favorite village girl, Dr. Dakalo Ndouvhada. And this is our episode, and it has come to an end. Thank you. See you next time.